We are. This is for all the lovers, all the gangster girls. Just remember, boys fucks love. All the lasses in the world, I think you're pure crush. Even if you're as fuck, I still think you are your horse. Wasn't take out with you, big on the funny is true, I can't see. I'll take you up to my house and fucking smash your body. I met this last song with Libby. I took her to my house cause she wanted to play. She was like, "Ew, you're pure Raj." I was like, "Ah, let us see how hard." Cooks and television all with Bob. But he said he didn't like it when he made it his back. Gangsta, gangsta, I'm a pure lover. I wear the fucking room cause I think I know your mother. She used to be a nanny at the high school. I think I made her put her soul out of granny cool. She said, you are cool shit. You about the thing cause you're proud. Well, I didn't stop looking till the break of dawn. Now I took the fucking look on my mobile phone. She was like, "Well, didn't show your ass." I was like, "Course I would, man." All the lashes in the world, I think you're pure crush. Even if you're the worst fuck, I still think you are your boss. I'll take out with you, big all the funny is true, I can't see. I'll take you up to my house and fucking smash your pasty. I'm at last for a walk, I give you a top-notch funny, there was no big bitch yet.
Anyone know the words yet?
I took her for a date, then me look at push it down. I left her slipped on me Spectra cool out down a few minutes, her legs started to unfold. She ripped off her leg, I was like Hulk Hogan. I was like, "Will you pure smoking?" I've never met an ass like her before who loved getting rooked on a bus stop floor. She said, "I'm not the first and I won't be the last," so I thought, "Well, fuck it, I think I'll have a blast." So I'm halfway through and she starts going crackers, shouting out stuff like I'm gonna eat your knuckles. She wanted me pens, but I thought, fuck that, so I pulled up me knob and blotted on her back. All the lasses in the world, I think you're
Don't worry, Tim, you've got a spanner in here, mate. Just back in the house, loving the tune. St. G knows all the words, really good. Chris the break on back in. All together. That's the one, Phil. Max Purple tonight. Good fact. Absolutely stuffed, I'm telling you. Struggling here, I don't like the way that song ends like that. How are we all doing, guys? Let's see who's in the house. Peggy's in the house. Tim Smith. Distat. Best Groom Band on YouTube. Big G, aka Big Gimp. Slim Reaper. Say no more. Fact notification. On the purple account. Big up the purple account. Christine Newton. Pissing herself, laughing. Peggy, I think I've already said Peggy. Bristol Bomber's in the house. Bristol Bomber. Boo, 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 boo. Pick up the 24 in the house. Might have to help me out tonight, guys. Absolutely cannot move. Pick up Richard Reed. Thank you, mate. Have to excuse the big breaths. Jesus, I've ate too much. I drank too much. And now I can't move. How are we all doing anyway? How are we all doing, guys? Have we all just been watching the old cesspit there? Must have just finished, Matty, just because he knew I was starting, see. Apologies for the delay. Like I say, thought I would have been in a little bit earlier, but yes, you get me. Big up Legendary Mac. Good to see you in here, fella. I hope you're still on the wagon there, brother. Big love to Legendary Mac there. You get me. How we doing, guys? Check that bad boy out. Putting some effort in, aren't I? Only Flavours told me to get the wrong one. Flavours spins round and has loads of different mad colours on it and that. Probably look a bit rough, don't I? Big love to the 23, like. Big love. Yes, Batty boy. Big love, Darren Adams. Yeah, massive respect for each and every one of the comments I've had today. I was going to do a live earlier on. Really haven't had time. But I had to squeeze this one in, man. I couldn't let you all down, you know what I mean? I'm not sure who else is on. I know Expo's on, but some of us aren't allowed in there. Not me, I can go anywhere I want. Just choose not to. Big up Nutter. Respect for Nutter there, telling everyone it was my 60th today. Big love, Nutter. I owe you one for that, brother. He's me saying I'm still manager cool kind of San Miguel. I don't think I mentioned Ludon either, just had a lovely evening there with Mrs. Moon and Minnie Moon. I believe he is, you know. I believe he is. Good to see, innit? Good to see. Yes, Mags Maggie in the house. Pick up Mags Maggie. There is, isn't there? 50 is the new 30, I've been told. Well, even if it's not right, I've just decided that it is because I don't feel 50 wherever a 50-year-old's supposed to feel like. I definitely don't feel like that. Although, saying that, I do right at this minute. Has everyone got the cesspit gear on order there? See what was it that's selling out fast? Was it a backpack or something? Or I know Big G's got his XXL sports bra on order there. Got the pre-order. I think he's ordered 2 actually. So when he goes working out there down the gym in his cesspit sports bra, guys. See, Daryl's been already complaining to Filmboy that he has no cesspit cycling shorts. Hoping they'll be out in the next month, guys. So Daryl, don't you worry, mate. Daryl doing a bit of sharing there. Big up the sharers in the house. Mouse charges in the house. Yes. 50 Mouse, I think I'm 1 year ahead of you, I hopes. Did I just tell everybody Mouse's age there? Sorry about that, Mouse. John Beck in the house, how we doing, my mate? Good to see you. Come join the Chill Out channel. What's been happening then, people? Anything exciting? What have I missed? I haven't seen much today. Just had the cesspit on there. See Tim whinging that he's spanning us. Did I just miss somebody out there? Let me have a little look. Lockie, how you doing, matey? Good to see you in there. Yes, I did miss my mate out. Get up there. Big up J1878, my mate. Looking good, Anna, bro. Not so good when I take this cap off. But you're as old as you feel, aren't you? We'll be alright there, J lads. Good to see you in here, my mate. Oh, thought I could smell thought I could smell fish. Luke Devlin, get up there, Luke. Luke's old school, man. Liam will be in a minute. I don't know why. I don't know why, Luke, but I always I always see, well, back in the day, I used to get you mixed up with Liam, you know, Liam and Luke. Obviously, two totally different people there. Ted Loon, get up there, Ted lad. Good to see you in here. A lot of snake pit, snake pit followers in here tonight. I see Pablo has been putting some content out on there. I think 3 nights on the trot now. Is Pablo making a big comeback? Yeah, I might need a little bit of help tonight, like, I'll be honest. Just been out there for a big slap up meal. And you know, like, bless me mum and dad, yeah. I think my mother still thinks that I'm like 15, you know, she likes to give me a surprise and stuff, so restaurant full of people, you know, and gets them to bring a cake over with bloody fireworks in it and that, and singing happy birthday and everything. I have to remind her that I'm 50, you know. Crazy behaviour, guys. Don't disappoint you, but won't be no photos flying about tonight. So embarrassing. I'll tell you a quick little story. So a couple of years ago, Christmas Day, traditional Christmas Day, I went round my mum and dad's, and you know it's like about 8 of us round the table. You're all eating your dinner and you're pulling crackers and stuff. You know, when you're stuffed and you've had enough and you've got your daft paper hat on, paper crown on, yeah. Let's not get it twisted. Like, them paper hats don't do you any favours, do they? But you think you're in the comfort of you're with your family, you know. What's the worst that could happen? Everyone's taking photos. Enjoy the rest of my Christmas. Goes back to work. About January the 3rd or something, walks into the canteen at work. Splattered all over the walls, pictures of me in the paper hat sat round the Christmas table. Not looking the happiest, with a big slogan underneath. If you want a good time, go around to so and so's, my house for Christmas. Someone had only put it on, me brother's girlfriend put the pictures on Facebook. Somebody from work decided that they'd nick the pictures and blow them all up. It's not funny. Not funny. I'm not sure this day I got that many, man. My bed is absolutely full of stuff. Honestly, you would think it was Christmas. You would think a 10-year-old kid would be absolutely over the moon with the state of my bed at the minute. Yeah, all good, Jay, mate, all good. You know what, my birthday, yeah, January the 17th. You know, we're on about sharing birthdays with famous people. Can't get any more famous than the man himself. Muhammad Ali, guys. Muhammad Ali, born on the 17th of January. R.I.P. The GOAT. Yes, method. It's only right, isn't it, that you've got some share a birthday with someone like Muhammad Ali. I mean, what can you say, guys? Obviously, 2 pictures on the wall there. Got that one out for Phil, because I know Phil, and Phil does contact me behind the scenes, guys, see if he can, if you want to purchase this Adidas tracksuit top off me. It's about the 5th time he's texted me now, and sadly, he couldn't really afford it, Phil. Couldn't afford it, mate. Plus, I don't think it'd fit you. That's an extra large, mate, and you would need a little bit bigger. But yes, Daniel Jackson, easy boy, easy, Dan. Hope you're all right there, mate. Hope them dogs of yours, Dan Jackson is the owner of the most muscular dog I've ever seen in my life, guys. Officially, BBB. Thanks for popping in, and I'm pretty sure everyone in here has left me some sort of comment today. whether it be nice or whether it be ripping us. Probably ripping us, but you get used to it, man. See, I bet your cousin's a legend as well, Method. Obviously, 17th of January, birthday of legends. I think Distat shares a birthday with Quiff Richard, if I'm not wrong. It just about sums it up, doesn't it? Big G shares a birthday with, who was it? Andy Bell, wasn't it? Out of Erasure, I think. Nutter shares a birthday with, oh, he did tell me this, you know. Did tell me, let me think. Eddie Yates, remember Eddie Yates? Whatever his real name is, Eddie Yates from Crossroads, yeah? Used to be Benny in Crossroads. What was he, Eddie Yates in? I think he was also in Keeping Up Appearances or something. Talking about keeping up appearances as well, that quite ties in with Distat. Was it a wooden one? Was it that wooden one, mate? I did actually get a wooden spoon, mate. I did, yeah. I did, mate. Thanks for that. That's him. If we're doing lookalikes, yeah, Warwick Davies, of course, yeah. Except Warwick's a little bit bigger than Nutter, I can confirm. And his eyebrows aren't as big as Nutter's. Nutter's eyebrows, by the way, guys, this is official as well. Nutter's eyebrows actually equate to half of his actual weight. If you took his eyebrows off, he halves in weight. CD, nice little message there, making the effort, look, with a big long message. Love it, love it. So has anyone been on the Matty website yet, or what? What have we all bought? Oh, let's have a little bit of fun. If there wasn't something there that you would like, or you would think would be nice present for anyone in the chat, and Matty wasn't selling it, or even if it could be something that was there, stick it in the chat, people. You know, like Dave Smithers. Wow, what would Dave Smithers buy from there? Oh, I should know this, but any ideas for what Dave Smithers would buy off Matty's clothing and utensil site? Big up Sean Wayne. Obviously, Sean Wayne would be looking for a cesspit saddlebag, wouldn't it? Cesspit saddlebag there for Sean Wayne. Peggy would be looking for well, I would be looking for a cesspit Scottish to English translation for when Peggy jumps on the chat. That would be good. Phil Graham. Well, Phil's alright because they do actually he has actually got the sports bras in stock, so Phil's alright there. You can leave Phil alone. Big up Mick Johnson. Get in there, son. I know I have to thank Nutter for spreading that little rumour this morning. Try to tell everyone I was 60. Obviously, absolutely nobody believed him. But big love anyway to Nutter. Just because he's got the biggest eyebrows in Middlesbrough there, guys. Yes, he's me Julie. Pick up me Julie. What would Julie buy from the cesspit store? Who's the grooming kit for, Lucky? It could be for a few. It could be for a few people in here, couldn't it? Not naming any people. Oh, alright, Big G. I did tell you, didn't I, that when I have had the privilege of meeting Nutter on bonfire night, where actually we were nearly lost our lives, for a straight firework. But obviously the fire brigade were on standby that night. But yeah, pretty certain that it was his right eyebrow where I think it was a pigeon. Pigeon did actually come out, did actually fly out, not his right eyebrow. Although Lockie did say that it was actually an owl, but I'm sure it was a pigeon. It's one of them night pigeons, the ones that come out at night. Yes, Lady Flatcapper, how you doing, matey? Well, I don't know why, I don't know why I don't know, but I do. Well, Nutter, big up Mister Nutter. Keep trying to talk like Nutter for some strange reason. It's not doing me any favours at all. Oh, I've got these gurgles, you can probably hear them. Yes, Tim's in and out like I've no idea what is Tim in and out in and out like, guys. Mine's not working properly. Well, apparently, yeah, if she has, I know Daryl's already ordered a few pairs. Tiger skin. Yeah, Crossy's already made an order there. A few sports bras for Crossy there, guys. But he can't wait for them to come. Apparently, he's paid the extra money for the express delivery. So he probably won't even sleep tonight, sat up waiting for them. I heard that rumour as well, John. Did you hear that rumour? I also heard a rumour that Dave Smithers once uppercutted a horse in anger, and that's where giraffes come from. Just a rumour I heard. Liverpool Julie's got like a blue ass fly there. Without reading the chat back, I'm not sure what that's in response to, but there's a few smiley faces there, so somebody's on too much YouTube, guys. That could be anyone. Phil, come on, give us a good joke about Nutter's eyebrows. Come on, give us a laugh. I've heard that when Nutter does go for a haircut, right, which isn't very often, he's only got them two little bits that grow down the side here, like a bit like Willie Thorne. He's got the bit of the Willie Thorne look going on, hasn't he? But when he does go, he does get his eyebrows trimmed. And I know he has to ring the barbers in advance to tell him to book an appointment in, because they do have to get all the clippers sharpened, guys, for Nutter when he comes in for the eyebrow trim. Plus, they always have to order a few extra black bags for all the excess hair. And the guys who sweep up on the floor as well, they get paid a little bit extra when Nutter comes in for all the extra work they're doing. It's all good stuff. I mean, Nutter won't mind me sharing all these things with you, Is Aldi in the house anyway? I need a little shout out to my mate Aldi, also known as Big Al, also known as the what's the word for it? See, my mind's gone blank here. I did look up the word for it today because sea lions are mammals, aren't they? But there's a word before it, like water mammals or something like that. But I do owe all D a big high five because I think I'm on 1,090 subs now, and I think thanks to Marvin, Merlin, Old D, between them I've probably got about 300 subs just from that day from going to Flamingo Land. So anyone on the lookout for subs, get yourself to Flamingo Land for the day. You clean up. Nobody can make a 1 minute video into 1,000 shorts like myself. You know what? I'm so glad, right? Daryl, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I'm quite glad that that live you did, that little short live that you did the other day, yeah. That it's not been nobody can watch it, can they? Because there was a little 10 minute section there where I did share a few of my jokes with you, you know, but obviously it didn't come out too well. And normally my delivery is usually a lot better. But even with a really poor delivery of a joke, it's still 100 times funnier than Big G's best joke. This is what we like to see. It's what we like to see. Going in on Nutter. This is what he gets for. It's what he gets for lying about my age, guys. Pick up Nutter for supporting alopecia sufferers when you get eyebrows cut, lad. That's about right, that mate. That's right, King. You old git. Told you. Read the title. 50 is a new 30. 49 is 49, but 50 is 30. This that, don't give him any encouragement at all, or you'll be out the door. Get in there, car man, lad. 60, yes, that's the one, mate. See, that's the one. You've got it right there, son. He's right, fella. I've also heard that in the winter, Nutter's eyebrows, you can actually pull them out, unfold them, and they do double up as a woolly hat. Does anyone else know that? What do you think of this? What's this blue thing like anyway? Is it actually moving, or because it was? I'm not gonna lie, it was Flavors who got us onto it. Well, Flavors, I think he's given me the wrong one, you know. Unless I haven't, I've only just got it out of the box. Yes, Emma, big love, Emma. Nice one for popping in, mate. You know, anytime you want to pop in here, mate, you know that. Big love from me and Louise. Big love to you and all your family. Forget about all the shit that's forgot about when you come in here, mate. As far as I'm concerned, here he is. I knew he'd be in. Can't miss an opportunity for a moon live, our Liam. Has to be said, being on fire lately, Liam. Been watching your comments the last few lives. Very good. You have to laugh. Very consistent there with the very consistent. Funny bloke, man, I'm telling you. I tell you who else's birthday is today. I'm pretty sure. Has anyone watched The Art Hostage? I know I subbed to him. It's getting quite big now, actually. Big numbers in his lives. I'm not even sure what he's like, what he's about. He seems to talk about the underworld. gangster talk, and I don't know whether he's got people on the ground, giving him information. I know he doesn't show his face, but when I have tried to work the title out, if there's a subliminal message somewhere in that, the art hostage, if anyone can help me out, what it's all about. But pretty sure it's his birthday today, so just for having the same birthday as me, that means the guy's a legend. So big up Leslie. Leslie there, who lasted one day off YouTube, drawn back into it there. Hope you enjoyed that long break you had off YouTube there, Leslie. I often do it, Leslie. I do see your comments, Leslie. I often just fly past them, to be honest. Oh, yes. Yes. This is the exact reason why I fly past Leslie's comments, guys. Call yourself a mate, eh? It's a good job Louise likes you, or you'd be out the door. Who's that laughing at Leslie there? Phil? Don't you be giving her any encouragement either. Peggy, happy anniversary there for you and Liam. Not sure how long it is like. Oh, you've got a promotion, eh? I have a pretty good idea what you do, Liam. I'm not going to say it, but I know it's a bit of a man's job, actually. I have somebody who's in the same business. Bit of a man's job. Unlike this dad, who, sits about all day on YouTube, grooming his beard and that. Yes, he's the guy. Big up that guy. Mate, I'll be honest, since you made your debut on the cesspit, well, that was the first time I seen you. And your Nigerian friend, brilliant mate, funny guy. Also a funny guy, but also serious when he wants to be, when he needs to be. Good guy. Keep your eye on him. Good addition to any panel, let me tell you. Any chat. Don't see much of your Nigerian friend now. Has he's gone back to Nigeria like that guy or what? I don't even think I caught his name either. Did he give his name out or? Big love, Dave. Dave getting an early night there, guys. There we go, guys. Well, yeah, you're not actually not too many miles away from me, that guy. I'm not sure if you're from this neck of the woods, but I know this is where you are at the minute. About half an hour's drive away from myself, I think. Have a good kit there, Dave. Have a good kit, my mate. Hope you've had a good day. Thanks for kind words on the YouTube and backstage there today, Dave. Big love. Guys, got something to show you as well, guys. I know Slim Reaper will be, I tell you what, I'm never ever run out of shower gel again, I know that, guys. I didn't know Lynx had so many flavours. So, probably won't be able to appreciate that. But what we've got here is about £280 worth of technology. Hasn't even been turned on yet, guys. Let me show you the box because I can't even remember what it's called. No doubt somebody will say, what did you get that piece of crap for, guys? That's a Galaxy Tab. Actually bought from the shop, which I have got the receipt for, guys. This has not fell off the back of a wagon. It's not a copy. We've got the instructions to go with it, guys. Little spongy thing there to protect the screen and all that. A little bag there, guys, which you don't get when you get them knockoff. I know if Nutter's in the house, Nutter's never seen anything like this, a box, or anyone from Liverpool who's in the chat won't have seen this. This is called a box. And when you buy things, electrical goods, you do get a box with them. Yeah, in other parts of the country, you know. Yeah. So Nutter or anyone from Liverpool, that is a box. It usually has the name of what's in the box. It usually has a cellophane wrapper on as well. And it does come with a plug and charger wire. Let's have a look, what have I missed? Liam gets to sit in a warm Mitsubishi. Watch working men doing jobs and nice. This dad would like that job. He likes watching. He likes sitting watching men doing jobs. What do you reckon, Slim? Did you see it, Slim? I know Slim, one of my good friends, did advise me not to get this one, but we're going to give it a go, mate. But I'm still using my phone today because that I haven't even had a chance to charge that up. And I will be showing you other. I like a big kid, aren't I? And see, when you get a 50, you think that probably no one would even remember your birthday, but like I said, I'm going to struggle to get in my bed tonight. And that's not because Lou Don's taking half of it up, like she normally does, but what 50th birthday isn't complete without a pair of fun socks with 50 on them? You can all look forward to that, guys. Available in all B&M stores, Poundstretcher and Poundland. Even they've got a cellophane wrapper on them. We'll have a little look, see what else people get for the 50th birthday, guys. No worries, my mate, no worries. Yeah, that guy, next time your Nigerian friends comes over to stay with you, mate, tell them to come in and give us a hello, you know. Distat. I mean, we have seen Distat. I can't really see his avatar there, but he has got a look of who is it again? I do forget. Very well groomed, you know. But when you've got a grooming regime like Distat, and you spend that much time in front of the mirror like Distat, pick up Jaggy Thistle. Jaggy Thistle in the house, also known as Saggy Gristle of late. I've also, what was it? Yeah, Saggy Gristle was the best one, I think. Saggy Gristle was the winner there. I think that was Shell who's responsible for that one. Our scout friend Shell. Saggy Gristle. That was the best take on Juggy Thistle there, guys. Let's see what this Batty Fish is saying here. See? You're learning. been learning off. Yes, my man. Yeah, I would never tell anyone where anyone lives, mate, but I know that that's the reason why I know where you are, because I do tune in on the channels that you go on, mate, and I've seen you on the panel before. So we both reside in, or at the minute we're residing in the northeast. I'm permanently in the northeast, fortunately. Big up the Smoggies. If anyone doesn't know what a Smoggy is, also gives it away with the background there. Phil, up your offer, mate. Up your offer, and maybe one day. You know, perfect condition, not a mark on it, not a hot rock on it. Could even get a throw in a bag for life with it, or wrap it up for you. It's an actual ball one as well, John. Got all the wires with it and everything, which is something Nutter can't say when he acquires something. Usually all the wires are hanging out, you know, all tore and that, no plug on it, where somebody ripped it out of somebody's wall and scratches all over it. You know, you'll find a lot of things in Nutter's house have got scratches on from where they've been dragged through a door that's ajar, or a window that's been smashed, you know. You're right there as well, you know, mate. I couldn't read half my birthday cards. Oh, but I did get some good news, yeah. So we're all sat round, we're all sat in this restaurant tonight, yeah. Now I've got my brother. I have got a sister and a brother. My sister's 40 this year, and my brother is 30 this year. We're all sat there just having a banter as you do, and my brother passes me, was with his girlfriend, passes me a card, which obviously I thought was a birthday card, which is, you would think that when it's your birthday, yeah. So anyway, because it's a little bit embarrassing, you know that embarrassing feeling when you open a present in front of everyone, or a card, and I did give it a little shake, and I had a feel there was no coins in there, so, and I know my brother's a bit of a skinflint, so I didn't think there'd be any notes in there, so I sort of just put it down. I thought I'll open that later and save the embarrassment, but then my mother said, no, come on, you've got to open the card, open your card. So I was like, oh, if I have to. So I opened the card. Happy birthday, uncle. So that's my brother. So obviously I'm not his uncle, I'm his brother, yeah. So I opened the card, and it's from, or to, my future uncle. Only from the little baby that they're having. Found out my brother's having a baby, I'm going to be an uncle again, which is a nice little touch. So big up my brother there and his girlfriend. Going to have a little August addition to the family. I haven't yet, mate. I haven't yet. I'll probably get them same day you get your cesspit cycling shorts, mate. But I believe Darryl has paid for express delivery as well. Recorded delivery. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one, fella. He sort of does that, doesn't he, Gamer? Yes, you know the one, Jay. Jay, you know. We only get legends in this chat, brother. You know that. Full of legends in here, apart from a few. Not not naming any names, like, but yeah, definitely not naming any names. But Mick Johnson is an OG. One of my good friends on here. who'll vouch for that. Should we see what else? Should we see what else you get for your birthday when you're 50, guys? Let's have a look, eh? Anyone guess what this is? Anyone hazard a guess? It's one of them where, you know, it was wrapped up and I'll give it a little shake. But is it a box? Is it a tub of travel sweets, maybe? A little bit of a tinny noise to it. Quite posh though, isn't it? Anyone want to hazard a guess there? You're not wrong there, you know, mate. You're not wrong, because I'm the type of lad, yeah, where it'll probably take me about a week to work out how to turn that on, because technology is wasted on me, as we all know. This, that, no, it's not a Manscaped grooming set. It's not that, no. Jaggy, it's not something you put your tackle in when you're on a live stream, mate, either. It's not a knob hider. No, good guess though, good guess. Leslie, it's not an ounce. It's not an ounce. Don't think you'd get an ounce in there, not even one of your ounces. Nutter. Come on, Nutter, you can have a guess. Bomber, it's not somewhere where you keep all your massive donations before you give it to all the wrong ones on the cesspit, mate. Come on. It's not a tub for fake donations. I'm going to give you a clue. I'm going to take the top off. I seem to remember it was a little bit awkward. By the way, it's not a snake in a. I'm not going to open this and the snake's going to jump out. Yeah, definitely not one of them. Do we know what it is yet? Does it help with when I take the cap off? It's not a really posh ashtray. The suspense is killing you, isn't it, guys? I can just tell. Yeah, he's always welcome in here. Sean, it's not a pot to keep all your dead betting slips in there, guys. No, no. Yeah, Sean, Eddie Yates is this, that, in the former life. Yes, positive vibes. Thank you, my mate. Big love. Don't know what Daryl's on about there. Obviously talking a load of pony there. Loads of maca. Big up Mr. England in the house. Oh, I'm going to have to show you what it is. It's a specially engraved whiskey glass with 50 on it. And let me read what it says, yeah? Because it does have something quite poignant, and I have seen this message somewhere else today, yeah? I have to do this right, guys. Whoops. Why isn't that working now? Some things just never work, guys, yeah? You lived 50 years, which is 2,609 weeks, 438,291 hours, 26,297,438 minutes. Learn something every day, don't you? Let's turn the light back off. Now, I have seen that. I have seen that exact comment. Somebody did put that up today. So, crazy coincidence, isn't it? Up the butter, Ted Load. Up the effing butter, lad. Flying at the minute, aren't we? See, Liverpool just scraped through there tonight. Scraped through with a lucky 1-0 win there. This stat getting blocked in flavours. What the hell do you do to get blocked in flavours? A couple of months ago, I wouldn't have said that was even possible. Phil, that's not what you told me the other day, mate. Come on. Let's be honest now. This is all about honesty now. Come on. It's for once in your life. Just up that bid to 3 figures, yeah? And we can talk. I know you've had your eye on it since that day you seen me rocking it in the other studio. Respect Sean. Sean riding out onto the range there. He rides solo. There's a GNGB there, guys, which, for anyone who doesn't know, is good night, God bless. Was somebody asking for the link? Bloody hell, I'm way behind, Anna. I'm not used to it's like one of Daryl's chats. This absolutely flying. How many messages did you get, Daryl? There's a lot of people. A lot of people have been trying to watch that live stream back that he did yesterday, mate. They heard that there was some funny guy on telling jokes. Apparently, there's been loads of people on trying to watch it back there, guys. Tell you what, doesn't get any easier. This can't wait to get this tablet thing going. Joe Lindsay in the house. Don't think I've seen Joe Lindsay before. I could be wrong, but big up Joe Lindsay in the chat there, guys, asking how old this wee man is. Not sure how old are you again, mate? See, this that. Can't get Fabergé out of his mind, because if I'm not wrong, Fabergé is the company behind Brute, isn't it? No, Brute. Which also happens to be Distat's scent of choice. It never goes out without splashing the Brute on. I'm still miles behind you. No, apparently, Daryl, I did look in the new YouTube guidelines, and it did say that any live over 24 hours that begin on a Sunday doesn't count. And them jokes that I did do on there, obviously, I was put on the spot there. I think I did redeem myself with the. I did redeem myself with the golfing repeat of the golfing live. You know what I'm saying? Hey, now this guy, it is way past his bedtime, guys, but he's obviously stayed up just to wish Moon happy birthday.
I stayed up the last 3 hours waiting for you to put a link in. Happy birthday, Moon. I hope you're well.
Cheers, mate. That's what you get. That's what you get for telling people I'm 60, bro.
I did say I'd never do this any charity work on YouTube, but here I am doing Help the Fucking Aged. How you doing,
That's
matey?
it, mate. All right, fella. But I mean, like, you must be knackered, are you, mate?
I am now, yeah. You know, I'm gonna have to have a nice warm milk and go to bed soon.
Well, the drugs wearing off and that from this morning. Yeah. And it's obviously with. I know I'm not going to keep going on about your eyebrows, yeah, but nuts of them eyebrows have got to weigh your eyes down. It must be twice as hard to stay awake, is it?
I don't know, but speaking about that night in my garden, your ass is still on the bench, mate. You left it at my house.
I saved a few lives that night. You see how I tried to protect everyone when that stray firework came out, did you?
When that stray firework came out, I've never heard a human being make a noise like a guinea pig until that night. You ran towards the corner and give it ee. Know what I mean?
It's absolutely lying, people. I did actually spread my whole body out, made myself as big as possible, and saved a few people from being disfigured for life.
People, check Mrs. Moon's video out and you will clearly see that I'm stood in front of Mrs. Moon, yeah? You might be able to hear like a little girly noise in the background. That's Moon. He was stood next to Lordy in the corner. Definitely.
Lordy will back me up. Lordy still texts me every day, thanking me for saving his life.
Because you've
But
both
yeah,
got
it's
scars.
because if you'd have read the instructions right, Nutter, instead of reading them upside down, we'd have been
Right.
all right.
If this entire like garden full of grown-ups hadn't left the only person there with like, you know, ADHD, autism and dyspraxia to set up a firework display, who's the daftest?
Everyone knows that you fire a firework into the sky, Nutter, not across the ground.
Into the cloud. It
Yeah,
was
it is
fun.
still available. It is still available, that live, with my heroic actions are still available, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, have you edited out the girly noise?
No. I've left it all in left it all in. I think in between them girly noises, I think I did hear you can hear me saying you'll be okay. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
the one on Mrs. Moon, and in the background you can hear Paul C going, he's a fucking idiot, him.
Mate, this is past your bedtime. I'm proud of you.
I know, I'm up late tonight. You'll see in the morning I'll have baggy eyes. I'm going to pop down anyway, Moon. Big up to everybody in the chat. Happy birthday, Moon. Why, it still is
Up the
it?
butter. Up the butter, son. Big respect,
All
no doubt.
right. Every day.
Big respect, mate.
Mate.
Go and get yourself 5 hours. Don't forget to comb them eyebrows before you go to bed, lad. Big love tip there to the guy who holds a record for the bushiest eyebrows. I believe it is in England now. He does hold the record for the bushiest eyebrows in England. And believe me, guys, if anyone who was there that night will see what a hero I was. I did save multiple people from being disfigured because Nutter couldn't read the instructions on a firework. It's a true story. Good evening.
Happy birthday, you fucking owl bastard.
Alright, son, get up there. What's it like to have a 50-year-old mate? What's it like to have a 50-year-old mate?
Been waiting that long in the chat, mate. I might know you in a bit.
I'll be 51 by the time you get the link, mate.
Well, you know what, mate? Funny you could say that, mate, because if you read the chat properly, mate, I told everyone to like say, wish Fly happy 51st birthday. Time release them all. He will be 51. Look at you there,
Sorry,
smoking and having mate, you're owning the stage there, bro.
Right. You know what? I get told off, mate. I get told off of the missus for smoking. And by the way, anyone who thinks this is obviously my second studio, yeah, we don't sleep in here. Mrs. Moon doesn't sleep in this room. So with me smoking in here, it's not doing anyone any harm, yeah? Just get that one out there.
Yeah, your sweet mate's fork.
I should have packed in after I smoked about 2 decks yesterday watching your live.
Oh, mate, well, fucking hell,
You went through a few, didn't you? You went through a
80
few,
to
like
100, mate. But one stage has to get 10. So it must have been 90 or 110. I'm not sure. I couldn't really.
Have you been going round all day asking your lass to save you the letters?
I remember that was funny, wasn't it? You know what, mad as well, just to let you know.
Happy birthday, Fly.
Nice one, now. Cheers.
Happy 50th to you. Happy 50th.
I know I don't look it. I don't look it, do I? I know I haven't got my camera on at the minute, but I know I don't look it, yeah.
You don't. You actually don't, mate.
Happy 50th to you.
Cheers. Big love.
Born in the zoo. With the lions and the monkeys. We look like a moon too.
Get up there.
There's content for you right there, mate, and that's very special, mate.
So have you got over there? Have you got over yesterday then yet, mate? How long did it take you to get over that?
Lad, you know it was mad.
Big up Scouser, by the way, lad. Get up there.
Yeah, big up Scouser, mate.
Happy 50th, you fucking loon.
Cheers, lad.
You alright, Alan?
Yeah, man, are you, lad?
Yeah, man.
That's what I mean. He said all day he was doing a live, yeah. So imagine, like, so I was thinking to myself, lads, we've got to do a live before fucking 12, you know, because it's not your birthday then. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
yeah.
Honestly, well, I did have
a live now. He's reading the first comment at 12:30.
Big up Donna in the chat there. So you got over it, have you? Because I think everyone in the chat made a little appearance on there, didn't they? We all chipped in.
Oh, mate, over 100 people easy.
Yeah.
And 12,241 comments there was in the chat. I did say that it'd be over 10, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, like, yeah.
Honestly, crazy.
So what's happened now? Why can't we?
I can't even watch it. That's how mad. That's how long it is. I can't watch it.
Can we watch it back yet? There's been a problem, hasn't there? We can't watch it back.
Nah, just not allowed. Even I'm not allowed. It just said they're pre-recording. Too long. That's honestly.
What? What's that? You can't watch that live back?
Nah.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
The only way around it.
You're just not meant to. Nah, you're not. Just literally, just not meant. You're meant to like.
Can't you cut it? Chop it up.
Lad, I'm not bothered anyway, mate. As I said, fucking hell. I can't even listen to my voice for like 1 second. Never mind fucking 24 hours.
It was that special anyway, it wasn't really, you know, if we're being honest.
It was.
Did not.
Brilliant.
There was only a couple of bits where I went on and told a few jokes. That bit's worth finding again, and obviously Mark Goldberg finding. You know.
I can easily get it up. Jim told me today in a message. He said I can obviously save it on my StreamYard, record it, and then put it back on YouTube. But I said, you're too busy to fucking couldn't be arsed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to be said that Scouser did play his part as well, didn't he? Scouser put a good shit.
Played a massive part, mate. Massive, honestly.
Yeah, no worry, was.
And I do believe she has been in the chat tonight. She managed to open her eyes for 5 seconds after she spent nearly 24 hours on the panel with you.
Yeah,
Old
no,
chat.
like
Who's
no,
that old mouse?
got the messages non-stop. You say there, literally just loads of messages back to her, and that just like she felt okay, and that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you've got a battle on your hands there for co-host. The Vander or Mouse, both vying for that spot, aren't they?
Oh,
I'll tell you what, and Woo was brilliant as well.
Oh,
Loads was
well,
it, as I said, mate.
got
The mad
to have a
thing
big
is,
shout out.
I could name easy 20, but then you'd forget the other 8. Honestly, don't forget. For I don't know how many stages was. Fucking hell, mate. I had 10 on the panel for a while, and like that's people going, coming back, different people coming back. At one stage, didn't I? I had 10 on the panel. I had 3 backstage, mate. So it's a case
Let's
of
get it right now. Let's get it right. It's not very often, right? You wake up at 6:30, you put a live on, and there's 9 people on the panel.
no one's gonna
Mad,
like
wasn't
watch the 12 hour anyway, are they? Hey, you think about
Lad,
it.
you're not even going to watch an hour, really, are you? What you probably watch
No,
an hour and a half if
don't worry
you're not
about it,
bored.
lads. That's it. Don't worry
You
about it.
couldn't even skip through because I
Lad,
don't think there was a gap where you were on your own. I don't think, Darryl. There wasn't much time when you were on your own, was it?
nah, it was the fuck. Nah, it was literally. Oh, lad, I couldn't even go through it. It was that. You could literally, I could literally write a, like watch it back. I could literally write a book, easy, a little book, just off that one live, because there was that many ins and outs. Lad, Masters, don't forget. Remember JB come on arguing Masters? You had lads, you had all took races, quizzes.
Masters did a little set.
Mate.
He did a little set, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
did
I
a
mean,
bit on the end of that.
that's probably why I can't as well, probably with the music. Mind you, it's not. It's just basically broke records, and you go over 24 hours, and what you're meant to do is do 11:55, stop it, and then do part 2. But nah, that doesn't look right on the thing. I want to break records, mate. Very simple, straight through. Screenshot of it, put it up,
Well,
and everyone knows the score. Because it won't get monetized anyway, that one. So it's no problem. Don't get me wrong, it was 4,200, but I mean, it would have easily went to 6,000-7,000 if it was allowed people to watch it.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? It was also the start of it was which was me and you on it. It was on YouTube Asylum. Did you see it?
Yeah, seen that, mate. Yeah. No, I didn't see that one. No, he put another clip up when Masters were arguing. Obviously, with
I only seen the first one, which was right at the start when you were talking sensible, you know.
I was me speaking sensible, fucking hell.
So I mean, it was right at the start.
But you know what? Looking back, don't forget that we had 200 not at one point, and then we had at least 150 for 2 hours. You know, mate. Even 3 hours. You know, I don't even know. Honestly, I couldn't really tell you, mate, because as I said, I had them 12,000 comments. I seen 11,000 guaranteed.
There was a few little dips. It has to be said. There was a few times.
Blind does an hour live and sees only 7 comments. Do you know what I mean? See the difference?
I'm 50 now, mate. I haven't got me pound glasses from. I never got any pound glasses either. You know, from that's all I wanted really. From home bargains, I've got 300 pairs of socks.
Well, you had funny socks as well before that you showed us. I thought it was an advert.
Like I said, all the stuff that I did get, all
them upside down. You can tell it's had a good day.
Yeah, upside down. So yeah.
Fucking
all the electrical gear that I did get did come with instructions and was in the box as well, which is a rarity in Middlesbrough.
I'll tell you what was brilliant though, Fly, in regards to you opening your tin, you know, with your whiskey glass, lad. I was laughing, mate. And just random way, like you're not even thinking, and you went, and when you opened, you went, look, I can even got an ashtray.
Well, it probably will be. Probably will be. It's usually an old can, you know, or like.
Yeah.
We've all done that at
Oh,
a party, haven't we? You know, when you're flicking your ash in a can and then you go to pick a can
of
up and you
course, mate.
we've all done that.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
it's your birthday, so yeah, we'll just agree. Even if you said you use nasty as a banana or opens an apple and put into the middle of it, we'd just agree with you because it's your birthday. So you're the
So
one
what
that
about
sneaks at like
the
9 o'clock on a Monday morning, mate. So yeah, we'll believe you, lad.
so what about the lights? What's the visuals looking like? Is that it's not as good as Flavors, is it? The light on the ceiling there, can you actually even see it?
Lad, you're trying your best, like, do you know what I mean?
Well, I think Flavors has made me get the wrong one. Look, I said to Flavors, I want a bit of that Flavors.
Oh,
What
is
you
that the
got?
one off? Wow,
I think he's told me the wrong one, like, so it wouldn't be as good
which
as
was
his.
your one? Your one would have been off Wish, £4. This was 30.
No, like I say, man, come with the wires in the box and everything. Flavors is. I didn't have wire on it. Had all the
Yeah, you
wires
used to
all.
put yours for Middlesbrough, mate.
Yeah. Well, probably it has got a button on here, which I haven't
He's
read the
definitely went to
instructions yet.
market today and he scouts and bought that.
I reckon,
It
yeah.
probably does
Definitely,
change.
mate.
Being a
What do we
Saturday
think that?
market there,
What do we think that button does? I'm hoping that it was going to. Oh yes, look at that!
I bet you never got
Get
no
up there,
There
instructions
we
with
son.
it,
go.
did you?
Look, he's been that blitz,
Get
yeah.
up there.
He's
Look
just
at that,
bounced
lad
that when he
boy.
works.
I didn't even see
He's
that
funny,
button
isn't
there.
he?
Look at that.
He's
Get up
buzzing.
there.
Yeah.
That's good on big screen. That
Go on then, mate.
absolutely buzzing with that. Look at that, lad.
Yeah, man.
Shall we see what else? Press this button again. That's it. You have to keep your finger on the button.
Did you get any instructions with it, man?
Oh no,
Nah,
that
because
turned it off.
Flavor's got a remote with this, you know.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did, mate, yeah.
I'll have to tell the lad to go back to the house and see if he can find the remote.
Yeah, just go back to the market by round the corner from where you live in the morning and get your father back.
I think I broke. I think I broke it. Oh,
So
fucking work
basically,
now.
it's like him going to the Grady Market, lad, with £2.
Yeah.
Lad, it's not working.
Look, it's broke already.
Do you remember that crazy market?
Even the
Oh,
batteries they put in it from fucking B&M.
come on, lad. Oh, I'm not happy. I like that red.
Broke
That
it.
red effect was brilliant. What's happening?
So where you been today, then, Fly, mate? You enjoyed your little drinky pops today, bro?
Well, you know, we had a little lie-in this morning. I'm not going to lie. We did watch 2 episodes of Happy Valley in bed.
I done that last night, mate. I'm up to date. Yeah, I'm on season 3, episode 3. I'm up to date.
Quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's boss, mate.
Although Sarah Lancashire, I mean, can you remember Sarah Lancashire back in the day? Wasn't she? Who did she play? Yeah. Who did she play? Raquel.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, Raquel.
With Kelly, what?
Yeah, I mean, let's not get it right. I mean, she's seen better days, hasn't she? And that
We
that
can't be
police
sitting on your
uniform,
birthday, can you? You're not looking prim and proper, are we? Come on.
lads. I'm not even joking. I can't even get this to come back on.
How much did you pay for it, mate?
Yeah, it was a gift.
Oh, well.
I did
might
get
have
on.
been a prank. Might have been a prank.
Honestly, I need to know how to get that red one back on. Look, got that with it.
Looks like fucking great white shark.
Looks like Scouser's teeth on his avatar.
Man, better than them.
So, all right, then, other than your Udgy and Tingy, and then you're beating on the bush, Udgy and Tingy about watching Happy Valley, mate. Obviously, you've got your birthday present, obviously, but after your birthday present,
2 hours of Happy Valley.
An hour your birthday present, and then what else after it?
News.
5 minutes, you're 50, so 5 minutes present, sorry. What did you do after that?
I went to see my son, who's now in the other room. And me being in this studio tonight, he's in the other studio.
Yeah, okay.
You'll probably be watching this.
Is this Studio 1 or Studio 2 then?
Well, this is Studio 2 because
Oh, Studio 2.
The other one's got all the gear in, you know, the proper chair and all that.
Okay.
I just moved. I just move everything into Studio 2, you know.
Yeah, Studio 2 is good. And then what was literally what you do then, like have a bevy, go to booze or what?
Then I come back, got myself ready, did my hair. Went to work. Me, Louise, and me Moon went to a restaurant, which happens to be right. The restaurant is the venue of the next golf ball in Hunt because it's on the golf course. And
Well,
we
you
did
couldn't let
get
that
there a
go
little
quicker.
bit early. We got there a little bit earlier. I did say if I'd have brought my stick, I would have been in the bushes. Not kidding. Not kidding.
I'll tell you what, honestly, and me, this I said it on my live, and loads of message me today regarding it, you know, speaking about regards to with the golf balls, lad, it's got to be the best live of 2022 I've seen. Easy. Nothing
Well, you
comes
know
close.
what? It's up there. It's only got beat by that live service that PP done. You know, on the car, the live service. I showed you how to service a car. That just pipped it. Yeah, I did congratulate PB for that one, right? But hopefully the next one.
Be back now.
Here, lads, I'm not even joking. I can't get it to work. See that flashing?
Has it got a reset button on it?
So all I did to get
Has
that
it got
red thing on,
a little tiny reset button on it, that you thingy with a pin? Hey, have a
hang
look.
on.
It should have it on it.
Oh, there. See, you keep flashed on and off. Watch.
It's
Keep
resetting
your
it
finger
now.
on, right? Keep watch. Oh, do you see? Hang on. Right, so I've unplugged it now, right? We'll go for the full reset, yeah? Well, we've got... Right, we're back at the blue now, look. See
You're
the
back in
blue?
business.
So,
There you
all
go.
I did was keep my finger on.
That's all you've done. That's all you've done.
Still blue. I want that red one back on. That red one was sick. Wasn't it? Oh, it's gone off again. Oh, that red one was sick, like, wasn't it?
Yeah, the red one was the best.
Not
But
being
Moon,
funny, like.
anyway, listen, I've only jumped on to wish you happy birthday, lads, yeah? It's all big respect, lads, and big respect to the chat,
Big
everyone.
respect, mate. Big respect,
Alright?
Scouts, lad. Yeah, man. Sweet.
Back in work and that now, lads, you know what I mean?
Yeah, mate. It has to be done, doesn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
you've had about 5 weeks off, haven't you?
yeah, goosed, mate. I'll have to go anyway, but she's tomorrow. Anyway, see you all
Big up,
later
Scouts,
anyway.
lad.
Bye-bye.
Big up, mate. Daryl, like, honestly, I need to figure out how to get this back on. Because that was sick, that red bit there. Do you want to see what else I got? I'm not kidding, mate. It was like Christmas. Got absolutely spoiled rotten, mate. Big up, Genghis. Sorry if I've missed everyone in the chat. It's not like me to be behind in the chat like UBRS. How you doing? Seen you in here a
What
few
have you
times.
just said? It's not like you to be behind in the chat. Are you actually taking the piss?
Not at all. But Banana Man's in the house. Have you had Banana Man in your chat yet, Daryl?
No, mate.
Yeah, Banana Man's in the chat there.
No.
Yeah, he's been in a few times, yeah. Yeah.
That's what I mean, mate. Yeah, just loads. That'll be in yours. It's mad, isn't it? Don't forget, lad. There's thousands and thousands of people. Do you know what I mean? Little platforms and that,
like.
mate. All we do, got to support each channel. Like I've supported loads today, and that's what you do. And people just going
So
on about like
what
literally just.
do you
We need to bring
actually
it back. Pablo's back like today, and mate. And you know what? It goes to show you. You need people on the panel, just having a laugh and just literally not going on. Just literally by certain people, and it's like, it's a ranger, lad.
Well, so where did this 24-hour live come from? Like, because you didn't plan it, did you? Let's be honest. It wasn't going to
No,
be a 24-hour, was it?
no, didn't plan it whatsoever, mate. I thought 3 o'clock, I'll do it till probably 5, 6, and then I thought, okay, and then stayed on
It
a bit,
started
and
getting
then
serious, didn't it? Started getting
got a
serious, didn't it?
got a bevy, had the
Mm,
bevy, then, and then literally a stage where, like, obviously, then fucking, obviously run out of booze, obviously still doing the live, but just loads on the panel. So then I had coffees, black, literally no milk, for like what, maybe 5 hours, and then waited till the shop opens in the morning. Then got a bevy and thought, and everyone then was
yeah.
going on about 24 hours. And once it comes to 18, 19, I thought, well, okay, it's worth it. Let's go. And
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the afternoon to like 3:10 the day after is just unbelievable if you think about it, you know. It's fucking madness.
Mm.
I said it's that long where
So,
YouTube, you can't watch it back
mm,
because it's too far recording. That's how long the live was. Imagine.
I know you did get a few donations, but that just covered for your bifters, didn't it?
I did cover it for like 1 pack, lad. Don't forget, lad, with regard to when you work it out, mate. My phone's got to be on the in the charger. That's 24 hours. The eating's on 24 hours. I bonged nearly 100 ciggies, all the booze and whatever else.
Yeah.
So literally done it for yous, mate. And you know what? I enjoyed it, mate.
So,
Seriously. It's a
so to
belter.
work it out, you were probably down about 50 quid or something. Probably cost
60
you
quid,
£50 to
70
do
quid.
that.
Yeah,
That's
60, 70 quid. But you know what, mate? I wouldn't be arsed, mate. Honestly, it was just one of them. It was brilliant.
well,
As I said, music, quizzes, duck races, over 100 different people on the panel. And that's not like just like 100 people, like 100 different people. Honest to God, mate. What? It's crazy because loads of times we had 10 different people on the panel. You work that out. At one point, I said I had 13. Well, I had 10 on the panel. 3 was in the backstage. So they had to actually wait. It's crazy. You couldn't write that shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It was a bit. The panels were all quality as well, weren't they? I mean, at 6:30 in the morning, you're not going to see a panel.
Well, then even like 7 o'clock in the morning, Boogies, then he jumped on, didn't he? And that, and then it's crazy how it worked. Honest to God, I couldn't even tell you who was on and who wasn't. I just know that there was at least 100 different people, guaranteed fact.
Drew was responsible for the duck race then, because that's a first on your channel, innit? I have attempted it before, but I couldn't. I couldn't get it on. I couldn't do it.
Woo.
All right, yeah.
And then, so the mad thing was, we had like 50 in the chat, and like only like 15 wanted to play duck race. And then obviously everyone like goes in and out. And the next game, we start the same, but then there was the same number of people, like 48, but like at least 5 different people. So then that means each time 35 people on about the 10 games that we done. But literally just mustn't have wanted to play. Madness. Crazy. I was
think
like,
they just didn't want to lose.
Watching you lunatics, just get involved. Jim won one. Oh, I can't even remember, mate. I physically can't remember.
Well, I was a runner-up a few times, and I'll admit, like, I wasn't happy. Like, I did feel like at one point I was just going to turn the live off, you know, because there was a lot riding on them duck races. The Ryder Cup had out on them.
Crazy. But it goes to show you, like,
everyone chipped in. Everyone chipped in, right, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, unbelievable, mate. That's why I had to, like, that's why I screenshots it, obviously, on my YouTube studio.
And obviously that's why I said nice one to people, because everyone was amazing. And even I think it was Mick, Jono even put, might have been someone else, sorry. Even the chat made it, and obviously the chat without me live, without the chat, mate, there's no live really, is there? Could have 6 on the panel and like 50 in, but if no one's chatting, there's no live, mate. You just end it. So the chat are like the number one, aren't they, really? But the panel, for me, I love it, lad. So you know to do the races yourself now?
You know what? I did try to get him on once before with the help of, I think Norris was coaching me through it, and my laptop just couldn't handle it. Like, it was loading it in for like about an hour, you know?
Yeah, well, you have said that laptop is fucking, I think your laptop is about 2 years older than you, so I'm not surprised, mate.
Well, mate, I've moved up in the world now, haven't I? You did see that, didn't you? See that bad boy?
Yeah, Delta, mate.
Galaxy A8, about 250 squids worth there.
It's right, mate. Who got you there?
The old dear.
It's right, mate. Nothing better, mate. It is a big one, mate. Well, look, that's the mad thing about it, and Flyer, it's crazy in regards to, I know yours is coming up to 50th. I've got my, in June, I've got my daughter's 18th, and then I'm 40 this year.
Oh, yeah.
Big one, isn't it? A few big ones this year, like I must admit, even like family members, big ones. Crazy.
Yeah, my sister's 40 this year as well. Big up, Tim. Cheers, man, mate. I've seen your comments. I did see everyone's comments. I tried to give a little comment back to everyone, but
you're 27 minutes late, though, Tim.
That's not like Tim, is it?
I'm only messing, Tim. Only messing. Said you gotta get like Tim's humour and that. He's literally, it's one of them. You gotta blend it with Tim, and he sounds as fuck, aren't you, Tim? He just sometimes a little bit behind, but
a little bit slow. That's all.
Yeah,
Darryl,
there's nothing wrong with that.
He's a little bit upset. He is a little bit upset as well because he has lost his spanner on the cesspit. I did see him in the chat there having a little.
Who has?
What's happened there, Tim? Yeah, Tim's lost his spanner there. Seen him in the cesspit there. Where's my spanner gone? How the hell can you take a spanner off Tim Smith?
Exactly, and I wasn't fucking happy because I made that fucking channel grow.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I'll be having a word with Film Boy, and if he isn't reinstated tomorrow, I'll be doing a video about it, mate. Don't worry.
Reinstated tomorrow, I'll be fucking jumping on the panel and telling him where the fuck is it.
He's obviously doing it for views, isn't he? You know, the reaction, because I don't think anyone's ever took a spanner off Tim Smith. It doesn't happen, does it?
No.
Well, I did, and I give him it back, like, but it did, like,
yeah,
I did once, didn't I?
But yeah, he said he's taking it
without a reason. Would he not give you a valid explanation for that? Like, no. I didn't hear an explanation of him. Like, and like I say, I will be gunning for an explanation tomorrow. And if it isn't good enough, there will be a video going out, one of my classic videos. You know, you get me? Did you see thingy in the chat earlier? Is he on the wagon now? Legendary back? Can we confirm that?
I don't know why.
I'm sure he's on the wagon. You know, he's been off the drink.
Was he yet? Wow.
Yeah,
he wasn't live, you know. He wasn't live early bells, like 6:30, I think. Well, as I said, there was 12,000 comments, mate. You work it out how many, even if people didn't jump on the panel or whatever else, you worked it out, 12,000 comments, mate. Easy. 200-300 different people, easy.
Let's do a little bit of maths here, right? So 24 hours, right? 12,000, right? So if I'm not wrong, that's That's so
And
100.
that's about the time you're in the chat. You're that far behind, so you're going on
100
the
an
time you
hour.
go in the chat.
100 an hour would be 2,400, right?
Yeah.
200 an hour would be 4,800. 300 an hour would be 9,000, 8,800. So you're looking at about 400 messages, 500 messages an hour, mate.
Yeah.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Well, I did say that though. I did say that, mate, because I watched the chat, mate. It's crazy. I did say this. I was hoping if it would have been 10, I'd have been happy. If it would have been 14, I'd be happy. I knew it's going to be in between that, because when I done a 9-hour live, it was 4,000 and something. So I knew that I usually get 3,000 each 2-hour live anyway. So, and crazy.
So it was consistent, like one. I did notice that the numbers did go up a lot. Like every time I jumped on, there was a big hike in the numbers.
Yeah, obviously, of course. Yeah, you know that.
And
but you might have been seeing. You might not have your glasses on. You might have been seeing things that they went down when you jumped on, maybe.
Well, it could be. Tim, what's your view, Tim, on the is man better than Flavours or what? Flavours sort of looked like a vortex, didn't it? You know, where it was swirling round.
It's the camera the way you got it as well, though. We can't see it really. You know, the proper.
Yeah. Well, where do I want that then? Where do I want it?
You want round the middle. You want your actually phone, is it? I don't know what. Yeah.
See, what it is? It's a round thing, right? It's got little things.
Middle's the fucking top first and foremost. You get me?
Well, there's this. Obviously, I'm going to get it down. I don't often touch it because it's worth that much. Is this top that Phil Graham's been after for a while?
What top is that?
He has been in touch with me offline, making me an offer for it.
I'll give you 20 pence for it.
Retro Adidas top. So, no, it's just there. You know, like your Star Wars stuff, Daryl. Well, I've got like Adidas stuff.
Yeah, you can't beat Adidas.
Too right, Tim. Adidas all the way, innit?
Yeah, Adidas and Nike. That's all I live. That's all I got.
Yeah. So, Daryl, did you manage to get a pair of cesspit cycling shorts, mate? Or had they all gone? Or had they all gone, lad?
I think Darryl bought them all.
Yeah, I know Big G did. Big G was all over the moon that they still had some sports bras left in his size. Is that for real, Tim? Is that for real, or is that a wind-up? All the gear, all the cesspit gear, is it real, yeah?
Yeah. He got a link for he got like a shop thing now, and you just press a link. It might be on his channel somewhere, and it takes you to the shop, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, online shop. He's got involved in with what do you call them? I don't know. There's a couple of companies. He's got it on eBay, and
I know because he has got a big contact in China, hasn't he, Mister? I can't remember his name now.
Oh no, that was funny. That was.
Honestly, I have belly laughed a few times this week, but that was hilarious.
Yeah, he said it twice, mind as well. I'll say it again. He said, "Yeah, I can't remember what he said, like, but yeah." Madness.
Yeah, when if he does come on, we'll have to see if he can remind us what his Chinese contact's called, because I think that's where he's got all the gear from, hasn't he? All the snardy gear and that.
Definitely. But people to believe that, like, you know, he went to Hong Kong, you know, China and all that, like, just he walked down the street. That's crazy. That was good though. Clever, like.
Well, it was. I mean, everyone jumped on it, didn't they? Everyone got in the swing of it, like when he started, didn't they? The whole chat was getting in on it.
Yeah, that's where all the donations gone. He's gone abroad.
Did you watch any of that, Daryl? Did you see any of that? Will Darrell have seen any of that? Was he?
Um,
When was it? Sunday night was that, or Saturday night, or last night?
Saturday, oh, I can't remember the last time he done a live. I know that, but
Darrell's messed everyone's days up. Like no one's got a clue what day it is after that live. Everyone's knackered.
I know Jay woke up thinking it was Sunday, but it was Monday because it said Sunday live on there.
Mouse Charger's got a final written warning for not turning in for work. She had to work from home.
Fair play to her, mind. Yeah, she was on there nearly all 24 hours, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was like after it has to be said. Like she was holding the whole thing up. Like she was the glue that was holding it all together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She'd come out in the game like when she was working. Yeah. I'm on break for a bit of fresh air, she said.
Yeah, I mean Darrell, like he did have a few breaks. Like let's not get it twisted, right? I mean, how long does it take you to eat a pie?
Right,
about 4 hours.
I'm off ski with that. Big love, lad.
Are you off, kid?
Hey, my mate. Yeah, man. Big love to you, lad. Big love. Big love to everyone.
You and Louise, yeah. Big love.
Oh, good, mate. Thank you, mate. Big love, everyone. Take care.
It's all right, Darrell, because I've got a bit bigger guest coming on now anyway, so we'll catch you later, Darrell. You'll be all right. All right, matey.
There you go. Bye, mates. Happy birthday, lad.
Cheers, lad. How's it going?
All right, mates. All right, yeah. Can't grumble. So you had a good day today, bud?
It's been good, mate. It's been very good, yeah. Very good. I've been, like I say, I can't even get on the bed. Probably just sleep on the floor tonight because bed's just full of socks and Schneidy underpants, chocolates, blankets, iPads, vapes, all the gear, mate. No idea.
You in the laundrette again?
You're fine.
I'm on bog, mate. Believe it or not, I'm on bog.
Nice. Well, I don't really know, right?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? The fan going off.
There's just no, I can't even think of the word.
Put it on mute.
Honesty is best policy. Right on camera.
How did your second day go at work, mate? Have you got your feet under the table now or what?
Oh yeah, it's pace. Well, it was just induction, standard induction stuff, and I had a right performance yesterday. The bloody DHL delivered bloody computer to the wrong house. So I had to go chasing after a frigging parcel round frigging corner. Delivered it completely to the wrong address. Couldn't believe it.
What, and you needed that for your job?
Yeah, because I've literally working from home all the time now. So they sent me all IT equipment, and yeah, with it being like, you know, there was about $2.5 grand worth of computer equipment in this box, sat next to a wheelie bin.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was freaking gobsmacked. I was just like, that is unbelievable.
It's not worse than that, like, is it?
But no, I managed to retrieve it, like, because they sent note through with photograph of where they've left it. I was just like, oh, I hope it's here. So I popped round corner, and yeah, it was a completely same number but different street.
If that had got pinched, G, who would have been responsible for that?
DHL. That they would have had to pay the company I work for all the IT equipment.
DHL are pretty good as well, aren't they? Normally,
yeah.
Well, they're one of the big guns, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the big guns. But to be fair, right? I mean, Amazon and that, they are amazing sometimes with it. You can order stuff on a tea time and it'll be here the next morning. I've had loads of stuff like that.
This is why I usually use like DDP or something like that, because they're actually pretty good.
What do you think of this? Was that you asking how much this was, mate?
No, not that. Your Adidas jacket.
Oh, I couldn't put a price on it. I can't remember when I bought it. It's that old, to be honest, mate. Vintage.
That is super retro, man. I want that jacket.
Well, of course, like Phil wants it as well, so you're up against like Phil's got a bit of money on him. You know what I mean? That's why I'm holding out for a bigger.
Yeah, I've got an obsession with Adidas retro Adidas stuff.
Mate,
Yeah,
it hasn't even got any hot rocks in it or anything. Clean as a whistle.
Do they do that?
I don't even wear it.
Do they do it in men's?
I don't even wear it. You don't get them like that anymore, do you? You don't get that on the back, do you? Perfect condition. Zip front, nice little pockets there. Not zip pockets like I do like the odd zip pocket.
Do they do it in men's?
Yeah, you can't beat a zip pocket like that. Just for show at the minute, mate. Just for show,
yeah.
Am I echoing?
I can't really part with it. You up, bro?
Am I echoing?
Well, not echoing, like, but it
No,
sounds like
right.
you're in a tumble dryer.
Right.
That'll be Tim's fridge.
I was just about to say, just like Tim's fridge.
Every time I go on a panel, I turn the fridge off now.
So, Tim, is there a new phone on the horizon or what?
Yeah, it won't be long. Yeah, then you can all look out then. Because I'm using my iPad and shit. It's an Amazon one.
Oh yeah, posh, yeah.
And my phone, well, that's up the creek as well. But I will get one. Like,
all new models come out end of Feb, don't they? March, end of Feb, March time.
Are you an iPhone man like you?
No, I like Android, Samsung, mate. I've never ever owned Apple equipment at all.
Yeah, I don't like. I did have an iPhone once, but I couldn't get away with it. Like, I just don't like everything. I don't like the way they work and that. You know what I mean?
It was bad enough like 20 years ago when I came off Nokia and I got a new bloody phone. It took me fucking ages to get used to it.
But that's it. There's not worse than getting a new phone and like having to change everything over and that. And
but they reckon the iPhones are no good. Well, they're okay, but they're not that good for YouTube.
Yeah.
I like to
say this new tablet that I've got. I've just took it out the packet, so I haven't even plugged it in or anything yet. But hopefully it'll be ready to go tomorrow. Like.
No, nice, tidy.
So it'll be hopefully being improved. You what, bro?
Is it the same one Taylor's got?
Yeah. Well, that's where I got the idea from because I don't have a clue about them, Brett. I mean, I don't know whether it's a good idea to get to follow Flavors as example. You know what I mean? But it sounded all right, and I just like the way the Flavors like seem to just touch the screen and everything moved about. You know, I thought, oh, that looks easy. So
you want to get them? You want to get them Govy lights, mate? LEDs.
Yeah,
they're cool as fuck.
Well, I like that. When I seen Flavors, so I have actually copied 2 things off Flavors this week, which is like unbelievable, isn't it? Really. I've copied his this light, but I'm sure his is better, like because his had more of like a swirly thing going on in the middle, you know, like a vortex thing. Whereas this is just like a little green dots and a red thing. It is moving, but not at a very high speed. You could probably turn the speed up, like.
You ever seen those hexagon lights that you can like stick to the wall, and then you can like put them through, like you can put color changing settings on your phone. They're pretty cool, and you can position them however you want. They all link together.
and like do different designs, but they're proper cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into stuff like that, you know, because it's all about making it an enjoyable experience, isn't it?
Yeah, just a bit of ambient lighting and stuff, and you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
anyway,
but like,
Moon, I'm gonna have to. All right, I'll catch you later.
I'll see you later,
Big
Smithy.
mate Smith.
Moon, later. Chat later.
Later, mate.
See you later, bro.
Yeah, man. So what's your hours of work like, G? What time did you finish today, like?
5 o'clock. So I'm doing 9-5 at the moment, but I'll still. Well, I get my first day actually in the team tomorrow. So I'll probably continue to do 9-5, but I don't mind doing like 7-3 or 8-4. You know, it's. I'm a bit of an early bird. I like to get up early and just crack on and get done.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I mean, I hate getting up at 5 o'clock. I'll be honest, especially in the winter. Like, it's now worse to go to your car and it's all frozen and that. You know, like what it is at the minute. But it's all right once I'm there. I do like to have nights at home, but
It was like minus fucking 5 this morning. I was freaking freezing.
there was snow. There was snow all over the place. There wasn't any in the borough, like, but I did see a bit of snow flying about, like on the TV somewhere in the news.
Yeah, there was no snow here. It was just extremely bloody frosty.
I'm just trying to see what else I got here. What I can show you, like, but they're all in the bags and that. Honestly, mate, I got bags and bags of stuff. You'd think I was like 12-year-old or something.
I bet Lou Don spoiled you rotten.
Ah, mate, honestly,
Bless
she
her
did.
God,
She
so
did.
big up, Lou.
I think she's must have fell asleep. Like, she was here right at the start. Must have dozed off, I think.
I was going to say, I think you two see more each other through YouTube. And you're in the same house.
Yeah, it's all going to change. Like, we both got houses, yeah, and it's like we're in the process of like getting rid of mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's probably the worst thing you can do. The most stressful thing you can do, moving house.
Oh, defo.
And all the cost that goes with it, mate. It's just like it's just in your pocket all the time, aren't you?
Yeah, fuck that. Don't be cutting yourself short and all, mate. I would keep it until bloody inflation's down and interest rates are frigging back to normal. Because I bet house prices have gone down in Borough.
Well, they're not great anyway in the borough. You know what I mean? It's not a very desirable place, is it? But
well, everywhere has its good parts and bad parts, man. But I don't mind Borough, to be fair.
yeah, I'm only messing. Like, it does. It's like anywhere, man. It's like anywhere. I have gone out. No word of a lie. It was only a few months ago. I did go over to Louisa's for the weekend, right? And I came back. Now, we always, when I have my car, when I lock the door and I have my house keys, I just put them in the footwell, you know, in your car.
Yeah.
Just automatically, I'll get in the car, I'll put the keys in the footwell. When I pull up from work, put my hand down, the keys are there. But this weekend, I've been at Louisa's for 3 days, right? I come back, pulled on the drive, put my hand down the footwell, no keys. I thought, oh, that's a bit funny. I had a little look about. Then he had this horrible feeling. Gets out the car, went upstairs. The back door was just wide open.
Oh,
My back door had been wide open for 3 days, mate. Not a thing touched. Not a thing touched. I couldn't believe it.
Dear.
That was my bit of luck for last year. Oh no, I didn't tell me mother anything. She goes mad if she drives past and I leave a light on. Honestly, fucking door wide open, mate, for 3 days.
What you like? Saying that, I'm shit with my keys,
yeah.
man. I need one of them like whistle things to find my keys.
Yeah. Well, Thingy got his pinch, didn't he? Jim got his pinch from through his letterbox, didn't he? Leaving him on the side, you know. I didn't think people did that anymore, you know, putting a stick through the letterbox and hooking your keys off the table.
Yeah, I don't have key rack anywhere near the door because they still do it. It's either that they do that fishing method, Moon, or they just if you've got a decent car, they'll just break in. They'll just boot your door down
Yeah. You
or
don't hear
smash
of it
it.
as much now, like, as you used to, I'll be honest, not round here. It probably still does go on, like, people, but it hit a peak, didn't it, years ago, where you couldn't leave anything, joyriders and all that, and they're just pinching cars for fun.
Well, it's all
But,
your hackers now that do it all because you know all door and starting motors are all linked to a computer system. So most of them will just actually like copy your key code and stuff like that. You know, I think Mercedes were well renowned for getting copied. You know, as soon as like an hacker's got all like the possible key combinations,
mm.
um, they'll just stick a computer next to your car and just send right key code to it.
Well, mate, right, I've been in the air for a few years, right, and I had a Golf GTI back in the day. Now, the thing about a Golf is, right, they have this thing on them. I don't know why it doesn't make sense that if you get out the car and close the door, it automatically locks.
Mm.
It automatically lock, or mine did anyway, right? So I think 2 or 3 times I did leave the keys in the ignition and get out, and it's locked itself, and I've had to get the AA out to open it up, right? But I had a Saab convertible, like back in the day, and I locked the keys in the car, right? And I was looking on YouTube and everything to try and get them out. And anyway, I had to ring the AA out, right? And I couldn't believe how we got in. He said, because the old hoods were like, it was an electronic hood,
Yeah.
but all he did between the hood and the window, right, the door and the back door and the front door, he put a bit of, it was like a rubber, it's like a rubber inner tube, forced it in, right, and then he pumped it up, and it opened the gap in between the door and the hood, and then he literally just got a long thing with a hook on it, like a coat hanger, and just opened the door in like 30 seconds, I think it took him.
Bloody hell. So Jimmy did essentially, but with an inner tube, creating enough of a
Yeah.
gap.
But when I looked on after he did it, I had a closer look on YouTube, and there was, if I'd have gone a little bit, scrolled down a little bit further, I could have done it. And what they did was they used, like a wooden chock, imagine a door stopper.
Yeah.
It's tapered at the end, and this kid, he forced it in and basically hammered it and forced that gap in the door so you could get something in and hook it out. And
Yeah.
that's how they do it.
Car thieves, well, about 10 years ago, they used to actually bend your door frame. And instead of smashing windows, it made so much of a racket, they would actually get the fingers behind top at door where windows and actually bend the frigging door open.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
But these
the thief, right?
They must get trained, like, in all the they must get trained, like, they know everything, don't they? The AA, if they can't get in your car, or you can't get your car started, then nobody can, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, when I was a kid as well, when I was like 18, obviously it was all like Fords or Vauxhalls back then. But Vauxhalls were renowned for being able to, well, they were easy to break into. You could cut a tennis ball in half, put a tennis ball over the lock, bang it with your fist, and because it's suction of the tennis ball on lock, you could actually like turn the tennis ball and it would open the frigging door. Yeah, madness to get into Vauxhall.
There's loads of little tricks like that. I bet there's loads of little tricks, you know what I mean? Tricks of the trade and that, you know what I mean? Fucking.
It's like these Teslas, you know, obviously they're hard to start and whatnot without a computer. But I didn't know this, but they've got secret combinations like you tap certain points of the car,
Mm.
or doing like handle button, or there's a point on the actual like rain rail of a Tesla that you tap it in a certain position in a certain code, and it opens the fucking car. I was like, "You having a laugh? Fuck buying Tesla if that's the case."
A Tesla's expensive, like you don't see many. I haven't seen many on the roads, mate. To be honest,
Teslas can range from, I would say, cheapest ones, the lowest spec ones, about 50 grand.
is it? Are they like the elite in like the electronic cars or?
Oh yeah, definitely at the moment. They're all others are catching up. Most of others though are just like hybrid cars at the minute, whereas Teslas are just completely full electric.
So what is it that Elon Musk is like? What did he actually do for Tesla? Did he what is he? Did he design the engine or something? Or is that what he did? Is that what
No,
he's famous for?
no, he's just a shrewd businessman. He just employed the right people to do the job. He never designed any of that. He just knows how to run a business.
Oh, so he had nothing to do with the design of the electric car. He just seen an opening for a good business.
Yeah, that's all he took. He took over, found a gap in the market, and thought, "I'm going to build electric cars." And he just bought, scientists to come in and design like the electrical motor for him and whatnot, and how it would all work.
See, I think right, electric cars have been about for a while now, but I think that they would have took off by now if they were going to. I think they've been about for years and years, and like there's too much logistically. There's too much for it to work. Like where you gonna like charge the battery up? Not every petrol station has an electric point there, do they?
No.
And like, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to take off.
Yeah, we don't have the
They'll
infrastructure.
ever take over.
Yeah, we don't have the
Yeah.
infrastructure, but we have to have the infrastructure by 2030. Because all electrical cars will, all petrol cars will have to be stop made.
So they actually have to stop making them in
Yes.
2030. Right.
Yeah,
Well, if they stop
2030 they have to
making
stop
them,
making them.
but still you can drive them though.
Yeah, you can still drive them. There's certain rules where they'll get around it. They'll make like hybrid cars where it'll be half petrol, half electric. But they have to, pure petrol cars or diesel cars, they have to stop making by 2030.
So it's still going to take years and years to phase them out, and phase the petrol engine out or the diesel engine or whatever. If that's what they're looking to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I say, it's. I think the ultimate goal is by 2050. That's when they're going to completely abolish anything to do with petrol. I don't want to get rid of petrol at all. But it doesn't matter how much savings we make on not driving petrol cars. At the end of the day, we can't control China. They're the biggest polluters in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In comparison, you got to stop China really but end of the day, we have to be seen as the global leader, though, don't we?
I don't think I'll see it in my lifetime, mate, because I am like 50 now. You know what I mean? So I've probably got another 30 years, and it's like
You got longer than that, Moan.
I was just saying to my mother tonight, like I've lately been spending a lot more time like with my mum, which is good. Like, and like she said to me today, she said it's weird because when you see her and she tells people she's got a 50-year-old son. Anyone who's got a 50-year-old son is doing well, aren't they? They've had a good innings, haven't they?
Oh yeah, so I suspect your mum will be 75, 80.
Well, my mum was 20 when she had me, so she is 70 this year. And it just seems, it's just weird to say you've got a 50-year-old son, you know what I mean? It's like, it's bad, but I just do not, mate, feel 50. It's crazy because I just don't see myself. You know, all my mates on here, like Daryl and Dave, I've got 10 year on all of them, mate. But I don't feel like I have. I feel like they're the ones who I look up to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Age is just a number, mate. You're as young as you feel.
It is, man. It is weird, but the thing that gets you is you start thinking like, you know, when you have to start looking for lumps and shit like that, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh, you'll be due your prostate as well, won't you? 50.
Oh, probably, mate. Probably.
You know that is the age for your prostate. It used to be 40, and then they upped it to 50, mate. So you'll be getting rubber gloved.
Is that where they have to put the finger up your bum and that?
Yeah.
Naughty that, like.
I feel for you, mate. Jesus, I've still got another 10 years to wait for that.
I'm bound to get the appointment. I'll go in, the doctor will be like Permalaki or someone. You know, like
You'll get someone with big shovel hands as well.
Marigolds and snaps them on his hands. It's one of them that you just don't even think about it. You don't even think, but you have to, really, you know. You have to, man. You have to look after yourself, and I need to stop smoking as well, I'll be honest. Do you smoke, like, G?
Yeah, well, 2 years ago, I actually stopped for 2 years. I smoked since I was 12 years old at school, and then when I got to 35, I stopped. I packed in weed, packed in smoking, and then I stupidly went out around town on piss, and my fucking vape ran out of charge, and I was like, I was hanging out for some nicotine, man, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna have to have a fag, and ever since then I've started back up again. So, yeah, I need to get back on vape, mate, because I'm on like 20 a day, which is, well, if you work it out, it's about 300 quid a month just on fags.
It's a horrible habit, isn't it, mate? It's a horrible habit.
And most of the time, it's just out of boredom, isn't it, man? It's because you like, you know, it's just because you aren't busy enough.
Yeah. How we doing, Gav?
Happy birthday, Fly Me, and
cheers, man, mate. Cheers, bro.
Big respect to you and your missus, and I hope you've had a good day, man. And big respect, Big G, good man.
Hey, yo, Gav, lad. How are you doing, you big ginger yeti? Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, big respect, bro. Big respect.
You too, mate.
Carry on, lad.
Legend of a man,
I'll join in.
Gav, mate, you were always welcome, and you, mate.
Honestly, it's a privilege being on here. I'm not shooting up or nothing. You're a fair-minded person. It's a privilege to come on and talk to you, man. That's the truth, eh? That's the truth, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we've even got Will in chat as well.
Oh, Will's always in the chat, man. Will's like, she's like a second mother, isn't she?
Oh, she's got the most chilled Scottish accent I've ever known. Is Will.
You know why she's in the chat?
Talking about mothers, we've got Mother Peggy in as well. Peggy, one of my biggest fans about Peg's, like, always looked after me on this YouTube, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
All the jocks are in, aren't they?
Come on, the jocks.
Friggin' hell, let's get that Adrian's wall built up. Something going wrong here.
So, G, what did you think much of Daryl's 24-hour? Did you, Gav, as well? Did you get on the panel at any point? I can't even remember.
I think I got on panel briefly, but not for long. But I watched bits and bits. It's too long for me, man, to be honest.
It had everyone messed up.
I think I was on three separate times there, Fly Me, and I was in the chat a couple of times, so fair play to him.
And plus, I was most disgruntled from Will's performance in your quiz, mate. You know, she was at it again with duck racing.
It needs looking into, doesn't it? There's something going on there, isn't it?
Inquiry. Inquiry.
If it's frigging quizzes or duck racing, man, she always wins. There's something wrong there.
I reckon she's got a photographic memory or something.
She's clever lady.
Because,
clever lady.
Let me tell you, right? You know these guys, these people who are on the chase, these people who do the chasing, like, people call them like geniuses. Well, not geniuses, but they know everything, don't they? If you think about it, right, they only know that because they've read it somewhere or heard it somewhere, haven't they?
Yeah,
you
man.
don't just know the population of whatever, China or something. You've heard it somewhere, haven't you? So it's all about the memory, isn't it? You've got a photographic memory.
What just fly me, right? What's the population of South Africa roughly?
So Will, we want to know Will's secret. What is the secret? Does she just watch a lot of read a lot of books, or because it's uncanny?
Soon as you mentioned the chase there, Moon, I thought you was going to go a bit awkward with like, I don't know. Will looks like the woman that's off the chase.
I've never seen Will, so does
no,
she look like
never have I.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get to the bottom of that one, like, before the next quiz, because people are just starting to ask questions. You know what I mean?
Mr. England, I just noticed he's when I first came on, I was giving you big respect there. He's like, Garby, not too much brown nosing, pal. So after I'm saying that, you're a cunt, by the way, Fly Me.
You know what? I spent about 2 hours the other day, right, finding all these questions for my big quiz on Wednesday. I ended up using them all on Daryl's 24-hour live the other night.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
I have to go and get another 30 now.
To be fair, I liked it when you were doing the crosswords as well, Moon.
Yeah, I noticed that, yeah, because I do like a crossword, but I need to just sharpen the format up a little bit. We need to do it all in one go, don't we?
Yeah.
Search for some more questions, yeah.
Yeah, instead of going back to it, but you can do crosswords online, on the screen. I've seen them. I do like a good crossword, like.
I don't know.
I'm surprised no one's done it. Has anyone ever used like Kahoot or anything like that? It's a platform it's a quiz platform where people can actually log in using their mobile phones. And it's like all automated.
Well, there's definitely room for it and for some content there, isn't there? Like, because people do like to be challenged, don't they? They like getting questions right, don't they? And you know what I mean?
But it means it's more interactive, all you have to do is set the quiz up and you just press a button for your answer and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, look at the duck race thing. It's a simple thing, isn't it, like that? And like, it entertained 50 people for like a few hours. That random duck race thing, I had seen it before, and I know it's been about for a few years. It has been used before, like on lives and stuff. But yeah, it's good. It's good fun, isn't it? It's just a bit of everyone likes to be a bit competitive, don't they?
Well, you can't get anyone more competitive than fucking Daryl. Jesus, him and Dan Jackson. Jesus Christ.
What do you think of my new handle, boys? What do you think?
What we got?
I don't know. You're in a headlamp, though, which is going to do Moon's head in.
Well, you know what? I was letting it go, G, till you mentioned it. Therefore, I'm going to let it go because it's Gav. If it was anyone else, I'd be telling them, like...
Big respect, Fly Me, big respect. I seen your video with that. What do you call it, lamp? What? Lamp
the headlamp, it is.
Headlamp.
Old D's just obsessed with it as well now. I've got him into it.
You know something, boys? I've never been into technology, and I've only started using a YouTube account, really, and like other social media the last 4, 5, 6 months. So it's taken me a while to get used to it because I'm no that way. Yeah, I'm still in the 90s, man. Still dressed like I'm in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
surprised
you'll get
you
on well with G then.
I thought a Yeti was a mythical creature, you know. You've come onto land.
You know something, Big G, right? It was a toss up between Ginger Ninja, right? The Ginger Jihadi or the Ginger Yeti, man. And you're the only one that calls me that, so big respect.
I know. I
The
see. I call Jay Mumbles as well, and that's catching as well. So
What,
every time you
Jay
see Jay, start calling him Mumbles.
What, Jay for Belfast?
Yeah.
But then that rhymes with humble, though. I didn't like that,
Oh,
man.
yeah, I've never thought about that.
Because I sometimes call, see when I'm doing a replying to somebody's video, I sometimes rhyme his name. Instead of saying his name, I don't like saying his name.
Am I right in thinking Jay's off the old? He's having a few weeks off or a week off, isn't he? Off the weed and that. That's why he's been quiet, I think.
Who's that, Fly Me? Jay, you on about?
Yeah, Jay Belfast, yeah, you know, he likes his mushrooms and that, doesn't he, and his weed and that. But I'm sure he's having a week off, you know, he's getting a clear head.
Well, I'm sure the three of us up here will wish him all the luck with that, and everybody's got a choice at the end of the day, but wish him luck with that. That's it, eh, boys?
Yeah, fair play to him. If he's trying, he's trying. I'll
it.
give him till end of week, though.
Did I hear right? Did somebody say that Buggy's channel's gone again, or have I got that totally wrong?
I haven't been
Sure,
in for a couple of weeks, actually.
Well, Buggy's has been doing quite a few lives. He was on Daryl's. He was on the 24-hour one for a few hours.
Can I do a wee shout out, Flying? Is that okay?
Of course you can, mate. Of course you can.
Big up Mr. England, Jaggy Thistle, big up Peggy and Woo, Under the Blue-Red Sky, big up Cara Kay, the wee rebel there. Aye, that's about it, man. And can I say one more thing as well?
Right.
What's that mod called? Where is it? I think we've maybe had disagreements, but I think he's a fair-minded person and he's a good mod in your chat, Slim Reaper.
Oh, Slim's a good lad.
Slim Reaper.
Yeah, good mod.
Slim's a good
mod.
Mate. Yeah, he's top for Slim. He's usually about, like, he never usually misses our lives, like, I'll be honest. He was in earlier, like, but is he any lives on now at the minute, like, because these numbers are going up and down here, like, not too bad at the minute, but I don't know what else is on or who's been on today. I've been like I said, I watched a bit of actual terrestrial television today for the first time. There he is. Slim's here.
Is Luke Devlin in the chat?
He was.
Big
Oh,
up
mate, Luke
Devlin
was
as well.
in the chat.
You want to know something, Luke? I'm sorry, pal, but in February, Rangers are going to win 5-0, bro, so sorry, man. Fly Me, what team do you support, pal?
Come on, fella.
Oh,
They might be red. Middlesbrough, come on, we're flying at the minute, lad.
Sorry, Fly Me, I remember that, Middlesbrough.
Yeah, so when you say UTB in the chat, UTB up the borough, that's like Mon the Gears or whatever, you know, it's up the borough.
Oh, yeah. Come on, the Gers. See, you'll remember when they had Jorginho and Emerson and all that, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was a season ticket. I lived through them glory days, mate. I was there.
What a team.
Never get them back, like. Never get them days back at all, mate.
Jorginho was quality, man.
Yeah, man, because he was for the size of him as well.
Oh, what a player, man.
I think he was about 5'1".
Well, he was a wee guy, man.
Same height as me. He was same height as me.
You're not that. I don't know where you got that from. Like, I'm going to prove it one day. We get the measuring stick out. 5'11" and a half.
Phil Graham.
Yeah. But boys, you might
know,
right? you might not know, right, but Cara Kay calls me Kilcaddy, right? But I'm from Kirkcaldy, right? But she says Kilcaddy, right? It's like a wee piss take sort of thing, right? So I call her Rebel back, right? See, when I said 5-0 to Rangers, when Luke Devlin said Kilcaddy, you prick, that was aimed at me.
Kilcoddy, bloody hell, it's just as bad as Pollock, is that?
So what is that?
We're
So what is
Kilcaddy.
Kilcoddy? What is it? Is it?
You've heard the Raith
What
Rovers,
is it? A place or something?
You've heard the Raith Rovers fly me, yeah? Well, that's
Raith Rovers, oh yeah.
That's where I stay, Kirkcaldy, and that's where Raith Rovers play.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, Gav. They are probably the worst team in Scotland, aren't they, Raith Rovers?
Aye, but we've got the 7th best casuals.
It's like Raith Rovers.
That's only when they join up the Hearts. That's only when they join up.
Do you think it'll ever happen? Do you think it'll ever merge any of the leagues? Like, because if you think about it, there's a few Welsh teams that are in the English league, isn't there?
No, I'm not into that.
You don't fancy it, no?
This is what I would do. I would make 3 leagues of 18 teams. 3 leagues of 18 teams, right? So what's that? 54, right? There's 42 in the Scottish professional leagues now. So you're bringing another 12 in. And then that would make other teams. Rangers and Celtic don't only play each other home and away. I think we play each other too much. It's all about money, eh? It's all about money.
Can you ever see any teams other than Celtic or Rangers winning the Scottish Premiership, though?
You know something, right?
Not going to happen, is it? You know.
I remember when Aberdeen and Dundee United and the teams like that were competing. It's going to take a lot of funding and somebody rich to buy Aberdeen or one of the other big teams that are like sleeping giants, if you like. Aberdeen, Dundee United, Hibs, Hearts, teams like that.
How far behind are they though?
You're surprised with like Aberdeen though, because all oil money that's in Aberdeen, you would expect it to have, you know, a bit of clout with money.
But Big G, you don't need to answer this, but what age are you? Or like roughly what age are you?
Well, I'm 40, mate. I'll tell you the exact age. I'm 40.
Right, cool.
41 this year.
Some folk don't want to answer things like that. Right, so you'll maybe remember when Aberdeen were good. I don't know. Maybe no.
We just got Ferguson at Man U. So yeah, that's when Aberdeen was last decent, really. When Fergie was there.
Are you United? Are you?
Yeah, I'm Man United fan.
See, basically every year the Scottish Cup is Rangers and Celtic, isn't it? It's just never changes, does it?
No, what you mean flying me the league? You mean because sometimes other teams win both cups, but the league's always Rangers or Celtic, isn't it?
I wouldn't do the league,
Scottish Cup
but I would do the cups. I would literally let them let all the countries into the League Cup and the FA Cup. Leave the leagues as they are, and have like I say, have a UK Cup.
Well, see what you said there, Big G, right? See the leagues below the Premier League in Scotland. They do a thing called the Challenge Cup. Luke will maybe know more about this than me. And they invite teams from Wales, the 2 best teams for Wales, the 2 best for Northern Ireland, the 2 best for the South of Ireland, into that cup.
Yeah, I think you've got to give them more opportunity though, and just like open it up to all teams rather than the 2 best. Because like FA Cup, it's good when a minnow beats a giant, doesn't it? It's
of course it is. What it's all about, isn't it?
That's what it's
all about. It happens every year. Every year there's a fairy tale for a few teams, isn't it? Getting to the 4th and 5th round, and that's a great role. I mean, that's what we want to see, don't we? We've all done it. As a Middlesbrough fan, we've been in the 2nd division, played League One teams, Premiership teams, you know. But you know what I think is the worst route, the worst change in rules in football that's ever been brought in right this year has got to be letting them have 5 substitutes, right? Because how can that be fair with a team like, you've seen the bench that Man City have, the bench that Liverpool have.
Yeah.
They can basically bring on another half a team, that of the same quality.
Another
How
full
can that
team.
be fair with a team that's just been promoted, who has probably got 5 teenagers on the bench, struggling for a squad? All that can't be fair, can it? Surely.
Champions League's changed all that. The top 4 teams in England, and it separated the top 6 or 7 for the rest. Although Leicester a couple of years won the league, you know what I mean? So it is possible. And by the way, Cara, I don't think you're thick, man. I know you're a clever cookie.
But whoever come up with that rule, it's ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? It made the bigger clubs harder to beat, and some of the teams that come up, they're struggling to even get a bench. And then you've got the likes of Liverpool, who can just take 5 players off and bring another 5 of the same quality on. Like,
I don't know the answer to it, because even with like financial fair play, it don't work, does it? Basically, money talks.
Money talks, man.
So your bigger teams will always, unless they get taken over like Newcastle have done, I can't see any change to it, to be honest.
Gone are the days when you can get a Brian Clough with Nottingham Forest winning the, whatever it was called back in the day, the 2nd division, was it? And then going up and winning the top division the season after, and then winning the European Cup the season after that. That's gone. It's gone, man.
Yeah, I mean, Nottingham Forest, man. I can remember when Man United, before the Fergie days, who was it? Who was managing them? Ron Atkinson and
Ron Atkinson.
When they couldn't, they were always second. Liverpool, weren't they? Always like. And obviously Fergie changed that. But
Cara, I'm saying you're clever, man. Saying you're clever. She's like, what with the ginger heat? See the ginger heat? That's aimed at me. What were you saying there?
Is there some sort of, Newcastle have got all this money now, right? Basically, they could buy any player in the world, right? But there's a limit on it, isn't there? Has it got to be in proportion to how much money you're bringing in, how much they're allowed to spend? It's capped somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah. So
they can't just go out and spend 500 million on 5 players, can they, in one season?
I think it's over next for 3 years. It's 90% currently, 90% of revenue, 80% of revenue the following season, and 70% of revenue the season after that. But again, it will always work for the people with money.
Yeah.
Man U are always going to earn more money than, Crystal Palace. So it don't matter what percentage you stick on.
Big G, I didn't like Man United, right, for obvious reasons. I'm a Rangers fan. I like Chelsea, stuff like that, right? But I've got respect for what Fergie done, respect for Man United. But these money men that are own you now, they've ruined your club, man. Your stadium needs £1 billion to do it up again.
Oh yeah, completely. Americans should not be in English football or UK football at all. Americans have ruined football.
They don't care, Big G, man. They don't care. They just want a wee profit on the top, man. That's what they want.
And I hate to say this because I prefer us getting taken over by Qatar or Arabia or whatever, because they have shitloads of money, but they run a club properly. Exactly like what happened at Man City. They run a club properly.
Yep.
Well, look what they did at Newcastle. How many people expected them appoint Thingy Howe as the manager? I mean, even Newcastle fans must have raised their eyebrows at that one, when they got him in.
No, I agree with that.
And obviously, I think everyone thought, you only do one season, especially after they nearly got relegated, you know what I mean? But they've stuck by him there, and look what he's done now. Look what he's done for Newcastle now, you know what I mean?
I think that's a bit unfair on Eddie Howe, to be fair. At the time, I would say he was the best English manager in the league for what he did at Bournemouth.
Good night, Jaggy, bro. Good
Right.
night, my
So,
man.
what contract did he get then? What did they give him? What contract did they give him?
I think it
I
was
bet
for
it wasn't
3
a very
years.
big one.
50
Yeah.
quid, 50 quid a day and 75 jelly beans.
I mean, it's the norm now for managers to get like rolling contracts, isn't it, of a year just to see how they do. You know, it's like it's accepted now with managers. Not very many managers get more than a couple of years because they're blessed, aren't they? Because they could get relegated and still get millions of pounds for getting relegated.
Well, see what you're saying there, Flying Me, right? I'll give you an example. Right now, right? Liverpool are in 13th, right? They've won the league and the Champions League in the last couple of seasons, last 2 or 3 seasons, right? And there's people thinking he should get the sack. It's like, give the guy a wee bit more time to rebuild again.
Well, we know a lot of Scousers, or a lot of Scousers are our friends on here, and I've asked the question before to staunch Scousers. I've said, at what point does Jurgen Klopp's job become like risky? You know, where they might even think about getting rid of him, and they couldn't really give us an answer because when do you get rid of someone who's done that much for your club? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
At what point do you think, no matter what he's done for the club, he's got to go? Or
But the thing is, right, he's lost money, right? I think that's the biggest loss, right? If he gets a wee bit money this transfer window and some money in the summer, he'll be back in the top four the season after. And he might even still get into the top four this season if they buck their ideas up. They need to do it
See,
now.
Liverpool have got the same problem what Man U's got. Klopp is not the problem. It's the Yanks that are the problem.
See, Pandico's just said that Liverpool only lost 1 or 2 players, right? But look at their midfield. They've not signed a fucking quality midfielder for about 4 seasons. They need to get rid of a couple of them. Oxlade, Chamberlain, and Keita, or whatever his name is, and get a couple in. You know what I mean?
Well, let's get it right. I have heard Scouser saying that they're not happy with Trent Arnold. You know what I mean? So he's been like saying he's not doing enough, but man, he won them the European Cup basically last year, 2 seasons ago. You know, and he was the star player. But you think he starts to take his place for granted, though? You know what I mean?
Again, it's money. Money takes over, doesn't it?
Who's Slim Reaper aiming that at? Have you ever won the treble? Have you fuck? Who's that aimed at? What team's that aimed at?
He's a Man U fan, I believe, is Slim. So he's probably
City. Aimed at City or Liverpool?
Yeah, it'll be.
Has Liverpool won the treble, boys?
Will be.
Liverpool's been to win the treble at one point. Been to have. You'll know if he's a.
No, I don't think they've ever done treble.
Liverpool's never won the treble.
They've done it with European Cup, though, haven't they? European Cup, FA Cup, and Premier League.
Aye, but they've not done the domestic treble. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't think they've never done domestic treble. I might be wrong.
Luke Devlin's saying obviously no Celtic, but Rangers have done it more, Luke. So sorry, pal. And we're the most successful team in the world when it comes to top league trophies. The most successful team in the world for trophies. So he's going to come back with Linfield now, but they've won like daddy ones, across the border ones, and that. I like Linfield and all, man. Rangers, Chelsea, Linfield, and Raith Rovers. My local team, I like them too.
And Raith Rovers.
especially when we played Dundee or Hibs for when I was younger, a wee rammy with them.
Raith Rovers, I mean, mate, that's bad. That like it is bad. Raith Rovers.
I know. It's almost as bad as Accrington and Stanley. I'm like, who are they?
They won the League Cup in '94, boys. They won the League Cup in '94 against Celtic. Drew 2 each and beat them in penalties in 1994. Hey, look. Get it up, you look.
Is that what you're all done to?
Yeah, man. Paul McStay missed a penalty. Paul McStay, he's a legend there, a Celtic player. He missed a penalty.
You see, Scottish football is that insignificant. I don't even remember that. Sorry, Gav.
Yeah, you wouldn't really. You wouldn't.
Luke Devlin just went for the jug earlier. My club's only won one trophy because you know how we went bust and we came back through the leagues. We're the most successful team in the world. He's saying we've won one trophy because we've only won one since we came back. Cheeky bugger,
The other big talking point is when you're talking about, especially in the Premiership, is like the players' wages, because I mean, if you're playing for a team and you're on 30-40 grand a week, and you've got someone in the dressing room who's on 250 grand a week, you're not going to be happy with it, are you? Really? You're playing in the same team. There's going to be a bit of.
Sorry, boys, but they're giving me a type in the chat. Luke Devlin, Peggy, Cara. Okay, I'm right. Game what?
You must deserve it.
The thing is, Milt, that's just the wages that they get from the club. Never mind all the sponsorship that they get as well. You know, like you get Raheem Sterling doing fucking Gillette adverts. I bet he got paid about 20 million to do them adverts. You know, it's stupid. The amount of money that's in football now is just ridiculous. Rupert Murdoch has ruined football.
Yeah. And that the boy that owned Newcastle, what's his name?
Oh, Mike Ashley.
Well, he was one of the ones that ruined Rangers. He was a big part to playing ruin Rangers. Big part.
He put a bit of money in, didn't he? But it was all about money, wasn't it? He knew that he was going to get his money back, and you always.
See when he put funding into Rangers, what he done was he signed a deal with Sports Direct, right? And Sports Direct go 90% in merchandise. 90%. We're Glasgow Rangers, man. No, Accrington Stanley.
You know, for these like owners of football clubs, I only found this out a couple of years ago. I didn't think it was right, but it apparently is. It's all a tax dodge, because a football club gets treated like a charity, so they get tax breaks. It's mad. That is one of the big benefits for a football club, is if you're an owner, is that it's treated like a charity.
I mean, every time he turned up at St James's Park with a Newcastle top on, he was just totally taking the piss, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
No one liked him, and like he didn't care. He was just shoving it in the faces, man, turning up with a Newcastle top on. It was an absolute disgrace, and I don't think they ever would have allowed them to change the St James's Park, the name of it. You know what I mean? That just would never have happened. They wouldn't have allowed it, man. The Geordies.
I always thought Mike Ashley would get assassinated. I thought there'll be some crazy Newcastle fan somewhere that would actually take him out.
Yeah, man. Well, they would. That's the length they'd go to, honestly. I know Geordies. I know what they're like. Like, if Newcastle get beat, you can guarantee on the Saturday the police calls for domestic incidents, it all goes up by about 90%. Because they just go home and fill everyone in, you know what I mean? They're absolutely football crazy, man. The football crazy, the Geordies, they don't like it.
I was up in Newcastle a couple of months ago, though, and I tell you what, ever since that club has been taken over, the actual city is bouncing. You know, just with the investment that's gone into it and whatnot. It's so I went when the days when Newcastle was shit, and obviously Mike Ashley was there. And compared to it now, the actual city is absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's all down to the football club. It's the heart and soul of Newcastle, of the city, man. They're absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. I remember the days when Keegan was there, and they had Tino Asprilla, and they were in the Champions League and that. I mean, the team they had there with Ginola and who was it there? Andy Cole up front, Shearer. Unbelievable, man. It's all they talked about. It's all you never heard.
Rob Lee. Remember Rob Lee? Freaking hell.
Remember when did the big Barcelona, was it 5-0 in the Champions League at St James's, was it?
Yeah.
When Philip Albert chipped the keeper, didn't he? With that chip from outside the box. I always remember that.
Philip Albert. Freaking hell. Belgian money, Philip Albert.
Yeah, legend Philip Albert, man. Who else was in that team? Who was the keeper? There was Cernacek, wasn't there? He had Cernacek. He's dead now, isn't he? Pavel Cernacek. Didn't he die?
Did they have Pavlicek as well? Am I thinking, or is that the same player that we're on about?
Pavel Cernacek was the keeper.
Yeah, Pavel Cernacek.
Yeah, Peter Beardsley. Well, who was the other midfielder?
They had Gillespie as well.
Yeah, Gillespie. There was... who was the right back? There was Warren Barton was there as well. There was...
Kieran Dyer.
Kieran Dyer, yeah.
Yeah, they had a good team.
Gary Speed, Chaka Hislop, yeah. Yeah, that was back in the day.
Yeah, his rivalry, Keegan's rivalry with Alex Ferguson was brilliant. I always remember that interview. I'll freaking love it if we beat them.
Didn't cry him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That game when Stan Collymore scored that late winner for Liverpool right at the end of the title race at St James's.
Oh, that's got to be.
Do you remember that?
On it.
Yeah.
It's almost as bad as freaking Aguero scoring for City when in last second at fucking game. Because Man U would have won that title that year.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, I'm going to have to drop off, lads. I'm up at fucking 7.
Mate, I'm going to... there is 23 in the chat, which is brilliant for this time of the night, mate. But yeah, I'm going to knock this off in a minute. But cheers for coming on, mate. Anyway, I haven't spoken to you for a while. You're my mate, man, aren't you?
I'll
always back you up.
Happy birthday again, Mo. You out at work tomorrow, are you?
Spot on for that. No, I'm out.
Oh, good man. Well, enjoy your rest of your birthday, mate, and make sure you treat tomorrow as your birthday. Well, today as your birthday as well.
Yeah, I will do. Like I say, I've got all my toys to open. I've got things to play with and that. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, don't be opening that gimp outfit up on YouTube, will you?
I walked into that one, didn't I? I was asking for trouble there, saying that one, eh? I know you've listened to this song on the way out, mate.
Oh, smash your pasty.
Have you learned the word yet?
Almost. I met a bird from Whitley Bay.
All the words.
Brilliant. Take care, man.
Later, far. People, I'm going to play it out with this one, but big love to everyone who's been in, man. It's my own 1:30 in the morning. I don't know who else is live, but 22 this time of the night. All the big hitters. So you're only 51s. Like I say, all the comments and everything I've had today, all the love, massive respect, man. Keeping it real. You know the score. I'll probably be up for a little while yet, floating about, so I might see some of you in another chat. Until then, catch you later, guys. Big love, Gav. Mr. Rick, Liam, funny man, mate. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, son. Deco, legend, Big G, top man. Mermaid, seen some good comments off you, Mermaid. Don't think I don't notice in other chats. Picking the moons up. Big love. Will Mobile, Definitely a photographic memory. Big up back, lads. Might just coming back in at the end there, bro, but always good to see Fact in the chat. Karake, Luke, was a good friend of the channel. Good to see you in here, mate. Always. Banana man, respect. Good to see you popping up in the chat there. I have seen you pop up in a few of the chats. Massive respect. UBRS, been coming in the last few times, mate. I know might not have the best reputation on here, but you do alright, you know, mate. No problem with you, bro. Slim, top man, you know the score, mate. Outlaw King. Peggy! Good to see Peggy in here. Lead on. If you're snoozing or you're half asleep, big love and thanks for today, making it special. And Mini Moon. And not so Mini Moon. Right, guys. Till next time. Good night from me.